Ladies and gentlemen, now we will hear from the reigning Miss Pacific Islands. And as part of tradition, we invite her for her final walk and for her final address as Miss Pacific Islands. Let's welcome Anne Dunn.
To our chief guest, Honorable Assistant Minister from Samoa, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Your Excellencies who are present, to the Miss Pacific Islands Chairman, to our Samoan Secretariat for Miss Pacific Islands Pageant, to our Fiji Secretariat for the Miss Pacific Islands Pageant, to all the CEOs and Special Administration, to the well-renowned judges of the Miss Pacific Islands Pageant 2017, to my fellow 9 Sash sisters who are vying for the crown, ladies and gentlemen and children, muchas olivina and bulavinaka. For the last time I address you as Miss Pacific Islands, and this was a journey that started for me, as you heard, with Mbulavinaka from Apia, Samoa last year. Now, I'm blessed to hold this title for the past 12 months. And while many would only see the woman who I stand here to represent tonight as Miss Pacific Islands, there are countless people who have helped and who continue to help make me the woman that I am today. And tonight is where I pay tribute. So first and foremost, all of this could not be possible had it not been for God. And that is one of the reasons that I chose the song of This Is How We Worship. Because regardless of whether I stand on this stage, or any stage, or in any crowd, every action, every word, and every deed is exactly how we worship. And for that, I pay tribute to my parents, to my late father. We've made it, and it is officially a done deal. To my mom, I love you, and I know you're with me, even though you're so far away in California. To my brother and his beautiful family, 2 nieces and 1 nephew, who I'm blessed to have look up to me, which is one of the reasons that I stand here tonight. To my Dunn family, cousins, aunts, and uncles in Suva and around Fiji. To my Punaika family in Nambao, village of Naranga. To my First Church Assemblies of God family, thank you. To my pageant family and friends who I've made throughout the past 12 months, beginning not in December last year, but all the way back in August when I won my first title. I pay a special tribute and a special thank you to one specific individual who started the journey with me in December, who's one of the reasons I can look so fabulous every single night. For this I say, Vinak for your life, Sheniel Love. for the overwhelming support from Fiji's notable designer, Samson Lee, as well as the amazing Apeli Tuimbenga, Vinaka. Standing up here, I acknowledge that I would not be here without the assistance of everyone present. From the volunteers of all the 3 pageants that I've attended, those who I've had the privilege of getting to know all the way from Miss Hibiscus, who might currently be backstage or to my left. And for those who would give their countless support, whether it be financially, through social media, or otherwise. Tonight I stand to say thank you. Because while I can't thank you personally, as each individual, I extend my greatest and my most sincere appreciation to all of you, for those who have fought for me, even behind the scenes. And though I might not see every action, I thank you so much, because this title was not me alone. It was an entire nation, it was an entire community, it was my family, it was friends, it was every one of you who ever waved to say hello. So vinaka wakaleva. Now with that said, I bid my final note of encouragement. To my Pacific youth, including those who are vying for the crown, whether you're Fijian, Samoan, from the greatest islands of Papua New Guinea, or from the newest islands to our pageant Rapa Nui, this is a time to stand united as Pacific Islanders. It is a time to know who you are and to understand that your purpose would be selfish if it was yours alone, because it's an opportunity to share with millions and thousands. And I attest witness to that. Having attended COP23 earlier this year, I not only got to meet individuals who would bid politically for climate action, but individuals from different nations, ranging from Samoa, Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, and even to the Marshall Islands, hitting Kiribati and also my own Fiji Islands. I stood with 5 other youths when I went to COP. And for the first time, I got to see climate action sustain our islands, because it was never something that I could wrap my mind around. An entire region affected by one thing, and yet we would bitter about the smallest decisions. So to all of you, young and old, my elders, I respect you and I humbly commend you for how much you've loved this environment, how much you've cared for it so much that we might be able to live in it. But to all of us sitting here, watching there, and wherever you might be tonight, I ask you, what is stopping you from making the smallest change? 2017 is about to end. My reign as Miss Pacific Islands has officially come to an end. But that doesn't mean that I stop here. It's the smallest decisions. It's the minute-by-minute choices. It's the moment you choose to either dwell in your circumstances or turn the other cheek and go for another round. So with that said, we stand united for climate action. We stand united as Pacific Islanders. I couldn't say enough but to say thank you, because this sash and this crown is not mine alone. So thank you so much. Nakamakaleo.